What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Canelo Alvarez and his training. I was told to check out Canelo's latest video on his training, and I was informed that he looked slow. He looked like he was over the hill. He didn't look the same type of fighter. And I watched it. I watched the 3-punch combinations that he was landing. They were all power punches. And I think he was working on power. And when you're working on power, you don't have to be fast because you want to worry about delivering the punch correctly. A lot of people worry about speed, and I know speed is power and all this, that, and the other. But power is power, especially when you know how to have the correct punch placement. Hit the bag right. Hit the target right. Execute the punch right. And I think that's what he was doing. Now, does he look a little slower? Yes, because I did see him in regular speed, or the rapid speed that I'm accustomed to seeing Canelo Alvarez with. He doesn't look the same. He doesn't look too far off, you know, and if that is because of the massive up and down weight gain, that could be the case. Maybe Canelo is getting to the point where, you know, he started early in his career and he's already, what, 30 years old. So that's already 15 years of pro. So maybe he's coming to, you know, to that peak in his career where he's starting to go downhill. Maybe he was already at the mountaintop and he's got nowhere to go but down. You know, that may explain the combinations are not as fast as they used to be. Because maybe he's just a bigger guy now. Maybe his reflexes are slowing a bit, maybe. But remember, guys, this is the first beginning part of training. You know, I don't know what he's been doing. You have to take into account that we had Corona, so we don't know what Canelo was doing during this time. He was probably sitting back, hanging low, doing whatever. I don't know. But this is my observation of Canelo. He looks slower, and it might be to various factors. But I think Canelo will be okay nonetheless, because one thing about Canelo Alvarez with his superstar status, I think that if he is declining, I think they will just do some matchmaking like they've been doing. You know, they'll give you fights that you think you want to see, but you really don't want to see when you really break it down. So Canelo will be fine. Unless Canelo gets knocked out in a fight, don't worry about Canelo Alvarez, because his promoter and, you know, in the zone has Canelo. But I don't know how long for the zone, and that's a totally different issue. But as far as his training goes, he looked mediocre. He didn't look great, but it was at the very beginning. So I don't think you should expect too much from Canelo Alvarez right now. So that's my counterpunch on Canelo Alvarez's training. You guys tell me what you think. On top of that, the combinations are still beautiful. He looks like he's hitting harder because he's heavier, you know, on a positive note. So anyway, you guys make that what you will. Tell me what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys be Counterpunch. Peace.